Hello students, Miss Lockhart here. We are going to create a really fun drawing all about visual movement. How we can make a line look like it's moving. So, let's begin. You'll want to start with your pencil. And the very first line we make is going to be very curved. And it's going to be really tall, and then it's going to get small. You'll see in just a moment. So go ahead and watch me do it's almost like a scribble, but it's not quite. A lot of curves, big curves and tall curves. There we go. And then I'm gonna make them get smaller. And then a little bigger. You can have fun making your curves change and get small and big in different places if you would like. Just make sure there's a variety and there are both small and big curves. So that is the first step, to make a squiggly line. It's pretty fun. Okay. So now I do recommend you use markers if you have them. Crayons are also great. But I like markers because you can get a nice consistent line, and it's a nice dark line as well. I'm going to use a turquoise first. And I'm going to trace over this line. Now I'm not going to want to use something like yellow. See, I'm showing you that because yellow is a light color and you'd be able to see the pencil line through it. So I'm going to choose a darker color so that you can't see the pencil line through my marker color. You'll be able to see it maybe a little bit, but I'm going to trace over this line using this turquoise. Now this part does take some patience because you want to be sure to trace over the line. And let me show you how you can make different sized lines. So I'm doing a wide line instead of a skinny line like I just showed you. The wide line is great because it covers up more space, and you can get that by turning your marker onto its side just a little bit, not on the point, but on the side of the marker. And you'll see more of a flat kind of thicker line versus the tiny line that you can make with the point. Okay, now you can see where I missed the pencil a bit. I'm just going to color that in. Okay, so that first step is essentially what we're going to be doing on either side of this line using different colors. So now I'm going to use this red-orange. I'm going to try not to go over the turquoise line. It happens a little bit, but I'm really going to try to go above the turquoise line. And I'm going to try again to use the flat side of my marker and turn my marker a little bit onto its side and not the point. And where I left a little white space, I'm going to fill it in when I'm done. And I'm taking little breaks to reposition my marker and my paper in my hands so that it's easy for me to follow the movement of this line. And I'm repeating the same movement from the first line above it. And then I'll be repeating that same movement of the line below as well. Okay, so I'm going to fill in some of that white space there where I didn't quite make it next to the turquoise. Okay. You can see where it's overlapping the turquoise a little bit. It's a slightly darker color. So you'll see why you need to be careful when you do fill in that white space. So try your best to not overlap your colors. If you do, it's okay. I'm actually going to end up going over that middle line with an even darker color later, so you won't be able to see where it overlapped as much. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing now on the bottom of our fun swirly line. So I have to move it all around the bottom, following the curve. So it's great practice. And it's going to be so fun to look at when we're done. So you'll be following the movement of your line that you originally created. All right. Now I'm going to fill in that space. If it's easier for you to leave a little sliver of white space between, that's okay too. If you're finding that filling the space in is just a little too tedious and you like how the white space looks, then you can leave it. But try not to leave too much because you really want to see the color of the line. It's almost like a roller coaster. It looks so fun. So you'll see me repeat this step. Okay, once I have put my red-orange line above and below the line before it, then I can move on to my next color. And you will see me repeat this step. I would like for you to repeat this step 6 times, so you'll have 6 colors, and now I have 2. So the next color, you'll see when you use it, the curves become smaller with each color, and it becomes a little easier. So you'll see me now repeating these steps with this yellow-orange. Or maybe it is just yellow. Okay. Well, have fun. You can keep following along if you'd like, or you can move at your own pace once you understand how to do this project. I hope you enjoy it. And take your time. Slow down. Don't go too fast. All right. By now, you'll have really noticed how your line has changed. Your curves have gotten smaller, and the space between your curves has gotten smaller too. So you'll end up filling in that space between. I'll show you in just a moment. Highlighters are fun too because they have a wide tip and you can get that nice wide line. Now I'm going to switch over to purple because I don't know if you noticed, but I made a little mistake and I overlapped a green, or it looked like the green line was crossing with the pink and it just didn't look great. So I'm going to use a darker color to cover up that little mistake. So that's a great solution. If you ever make a mistake, you can try finding a darker color to go over it. And also, mistakes are great. They make for really fun changes and they make your art look unique. So do not worry. And notice how I'm tilting the page to get a better angle. Okay, continue on with your color. You'll see I'll finish the bottom row here and then go above and do my line above the green. Once I finish my purple line above the green, I'm going to add one more color to make it 6 total. I'll add pink. And notice here how I'm going inside that space between. It's becoming a different shape altogether. Now I'm drawing almost a teardrop shape. So I'm going to finish my purple line, add one more color, and then save it for next week when we add a really cool pattern in the background. So hold on to your artwork, and I cannot wait to see how cool your line has turned out. Thanks for watching.